All right, guys. Well, I think the most important thing is players are a little better today, a little sluggish yesterday, but responded a lot better today. I think it's important that, you know, tough to play in our league on the road. You got to try to be physical, be the most physical team, which Kentucky kind of prides himself in being. And you got to have the right mindset and the right, mental approach to being able to do that in terms of how you practice, how you prepare, and what you do, and your mindset when the game comes, because you just can't turn it on and turn it off. So, I think that if you're going to be, you just can't say you're going to be the most physical team. You got to be the most physical team when the game comes. You got to have the right mental approach so you're prepared, so you can execute. Be the most disciplined team when the game comes, and that's what we're really focusing on. And I think the players were a lot better today. So we're making progress, and we want to continue to try to improve. But this is a challenging game, the way these guys play on offense, defense. They got good players, so it's going to be a test for us.
Yeah, hey, Coach. Just how have guys like Deonte Lawson and Jalen Key progressed this week?
Um, they haven't been able to practice yet, so but it's still kind of day to day. So if guys can't practice on Thursday, it's probably pretty tough for them to practice in the game. So maybe we'll know more tomorrow.
Jason? With Caden Proctor playing full-time the last couple games and being a player of the week for the first time this week, how has he looked in practice just these last 3 weeks?
He's getting better. He's playing better. He's got more confidence. I think he knows what to do. And I think because of that confidence, he was apprehensive sometimes about doing what he was supposed to do, even when he knew what he was supposed to do. So I think all that comes with confidence, and just like young guys at any position, whether it's making a call or whatever, they don't want to make a call because they don't want to be wrong. But when you get experience and you gain confidence, and you do that by making mistakes and you learn from them, and he has continued to progress, and I think is continuing to improve.
You guys have been very good defending the run this season. What's led to that success?
Well, we'll get tested this week because these guys will run it. They're bigger. They'll be in bigger personnel, situations, and we may not have all of our defensive players ready to play, but we got to get the guys that are ready to play physical on the line of scrimmage, strike blockers up front, have good hand placement, everybody fit their gap right, make good adjustments to all the formations and motions, so we got edges where we need to have them. So this is really a challenging game for us from that standpoint. So we'll see, how good we are against the run.
Kentucky's one of the better teams nationally in explosive play margin. What stands out on both sides of the ball in their ability to create explosives but also limit explosives?
Yeah, well, I think they play a lot of zone, on defense, and they do a good job of matching patterns, and they always try to get underneath the deeper and play deep to short, which makes you be patient and throw the ball, check it down. I think offensively, because they can run the ball really well, and they got really good play action passes, and sometimes they're only two-man routes, but it's great protection. So they have the opportunity with some pretty good receivers, to get downfield. So that's probably the reason on both sides of the ball. So they're well coached, and they do a good job with their play action game tying into their run game and the formations and motions to get people down the field with maximum protection. Has afforded them the ability to make a lot of big plays.
Unless I missed somebody, we'll finish up with Tony.
Kirk Cignetti, one of your former assistants, he's got James Madison off to a 9-0 start this year in the second season of FBS. I realize you're very focused on what you're doing here, but do you have any thoughts on what he's been able to do this season?
Well, I'm glad that he's doing well. I know that he's done a really, really good job there. They had a good team. I know they bumped up. And I hear people talking about the fact that they don't qualify to be in the playoffs or whatever because this is their first year. I don't know what the significance of that rule is, but I don't really. I coach for Frank, Kurt's dad, so I'm very close to the family, and he did a great job for us here, and I'm always excited to see guys that did a good job for us when they get opportunities to have success and the opportunities and take advantage of those. And he's certainly done that well.
What have you seen from the little bit of the struggles on opening drives from your team? Or what has went wrong on those?
Like the same thing that goes wrong on anything that doesn't work. Don't execute very well. Sometimes maybe they do a little bit something different on defense, or maybe what you thought they were going to play, they didn't play. And as you get into the flow of the game and see what they're playing, guys execute a little better. So it all comes down to execution, whether it's offense, defense, or special team. Just like we gave up a touchdown on first drive last week because we busted a coverage. It wasn't because it was the first drive, it was because we busted a coverage. I mean, they'd have scored in the fourth quarter with 1 minute to go if we'd have played like that. So it always comes down to how do you execute what you do. And all 11 guys got to do their job, and that's the key to having success. And, it's great to start fast, and it's great to finish strong. So to do both those things is something that we've been trying to focus on all year long. And, we probably did a little better job of that in this past game than we have all year. All right, Coach. All right, thank you.